Coming up on the series premiere of Northwood Timberwolves Weekly, we'll take a look around the fall sports, see what we got coming up for the 2015-16 season. We'll preview all those teams. We'll talk about what the heck we're doing here with this show, and we'll look ahead to all the things that are coming up this weekend here at the Wood. Timberwolves Weekly starts right now. Welcome to the premiere episode of Timberwolves Weekly. I'm Travis McCurdy. I'll be your host each week. This is a show that we'll have once a week, recapping the previous week's action, previewing what's coming up the following weekend, and we'll go over our players of the week each week. This is the first episode, so tonight we're focusing on previewing the fall sports season. First up, the football team. Leonard Haynes takes over for the legendary Pat Rietma, who we're all still thinking about and we're still keep fighting for and we're still going mad for. But with Leonard Haynes in charge, the Timberwolves have almost 80% of the letter winners back. Should be a great season for the Timberwolves. Let's take a look at how Northwood football is looking for the 2015 season.
As you can see, the Timberwolves were picked to finish 7th in the GLIAC North Division in the GLIAC Coaches preseason poll. Ferris State is the favorite in the North. Ohio Dominican is the favorite in the South. Northwood feels like they have a chance to do better than that coming into the 2015 season, as Northwood returns nearly 80% of their letter winners from a year ago, including 15 starters on offense on defense. 7 offensive starters return. Quarterback Mark Morris, a captain on the team this year, came off a great year a year ago. He would have ranked among the nation's leaders in passing efficiency with enough attempts. Leading rusher Jared Bergoglio is also back. He rushed for over 900 yards last year. Damian Nicholson scored 7 touchdowns in just 8 games. Leading receiver Devonta Elzy is back, as well as all of the wide receivers. And Brad Oxnevad is the leader up front for the offensive line for the Timberwolves. Defensively, Northwood returns almost all of its unit intact, led by junior linebacker and academic All-American Mike Fisher. Fisher had 126 tackles last year and was a first-team All-GLIAC honoree. He's joined at the linebacker position by Mike Keith. Mike Keith was an honorable mention All-GLIAC linebacker a year ago. He ranked 4th in the conference with over 100 tackles. Aaron Curtis was second-team All-GLIAC. At the cornerback position, he ranked among the GLIAC leaders in interceptions and pass breakups.
Football opener is always one of the best days of the year for Northwood Athletics. Really looking forward to it. Saturday, 1 o'clock at Hant Stadium, Northwood versus Northern Michigan. All sorts of activities going on with it. Just go to gonorthwood.com and check out all the things that are going on with the game this weekend. The volleyball team also opens their season this weekend, and I would be standing on the court talking about them right now. But as most of you know, right now the Bennett Center is undergoing phase 3 of the renovation project. The locker rooms, the new floor, everything's being done right now. It's on pace to be done in early October. It'll be a great facility for all the athletes here at Northwood when it gets done. But to start the year, the volleyball team is practicing and playing in the Hawk Center right next door. James Goodrich is now in his second season as the head coach of the Timberwolves. He's got almost everyone back from last year. Only one letter winner was lost from last year's team. So the Timberwolves should be making a move up the GLIAC standings in 2015. Let's take a look at the 2015 Northwood University volleyball team.
Just like the football team, the volleyball team was picked to finish 7th in the GLIAC North Division. Ferris is the favorite in the North, and Findlay narrowly edges out Ashland to be the favorite in the South. And much like the football team, Northwood feels like they will do better than that prediction. The Timberwolves only lost one letter winner from the 2014 season. Some of the key players returning include outside hitters Krista Kramer and Allison Getty. In the middle, you've got players like Marissa Palmaville and Sydney Groylick. All other outside hitters include Megan Cleary, Chelsea Watson. Back row, Birta Bjornstadter, Lisa Kissel all return. And then in addition to that, the setting position is deep with 3 players that could all see significant time in Jacqueline Kimmett, Taylor Pritchett, and Haley Jones.
Should be a much improved year for James Goodrich and the Northwood volleyball team in his second year as head coach. Northwood will open their 2015 season at the Southern Indiana Invitational. Northwood will play Wayne State, Nebraska to open their season. Last spring, we hosted the first Timby Awards, and the team that won the most awards that night was the men's soccer team. They won Team of the Year, and with good reason. They won the GLIAC tournament, the first ever championship of any kind in program history. The Timberwolves also were the number 2 seed in the Midwest tournament for the NCAA regionals. And the Timberwolves return a lot of players this year. That's why they're the favorites in the GLIAC preseason coaches poll. But Doug Carter's team does have a lot of talent back, including Mike Ankoviak and Johannes Tarobo, each of whom were All-Americans of some sort or another last season. So Doug Carter's team's got a lot of expectations, but they have the talent and the experience to make those expectations a reality. Let's take a look at the 2015 Northwood men's soccer team.
Coming off the most memorable season in school history, expectations are sky high for the Northwood men's soccer team, not only internally but around the GLIAC, as the Timberwolves were picked to win the conference in the GLIAC preseason coaches poll. Despite getting 3 fewer first-place votes than Tiffin, the Timberwolves did come out on top of the poll, with rival Saginaw Valley coming in 3rd place. The 2015 team brings back a lot of depth from that season. Mike Ankoviak was a honorable mention All-American. Johannes Tarobo set school records in all the goalkeeping categories a year ago. All-region selection Keaton Levesque is back as well. And the Timberwolves feature a lot of depth up front, in the midfield, and in defense. With the season getting underway soon, the Timberwolves are expected to be among the best in the Midwest region this upcoming season.
Well, if last season was any indication, 2015 should be another great year for Northwood University men's soccer. Doug Carter's team's in position to have another great season. Their opener is Friday, September 4th, right here at Dean Field against U of M Dearborn. That match is at noon. And if you can't make it out, we do have great news for everyone. Northwood University has announced that we will be web streaming all of our soccer games at home this season, both for the men's and women's team. Just go to gonorthwood.com before every match, and you'll see a link for the video. Should be a lot of fun. Great season for both teams. Speaking of women's soccer, let's talk about Dean Pappas' team. Last year, Dean's team was struggling a bit till the end of the season when it all clicked for the team. Northwood finished the year 3-0-1 over their last 4 matches, which included a win over one of the top teams in the league in Michigan Tech. A lot of those key players are back for Dean Pappas this season, and the Timberwolves are expecting much better things in 2015. Let's take a look at the 2015 women's soccer team.
The 2015 Northwood University women's soccer team has something to prove. The Timberwolves were picked 10th in the GLIAC, with defending national champion Grand Valley State as the favorite in the league, with Ohio Dominican getting picked 2nd. The Timberwolves bring back a great deal of experience at all positions on the field. 2 goalkeepers, Samantha Cook and Julie Shields, bring a lot of experience, both having started numerous games in their career. Allison Carroll also returns, along with players like Jessica Langer, Jessica Kafalvish, Kayla Trevino, Mackenzie Gones, Samantha Medesi, Madison Carper, all back. Key players for the Timberwolves, all returning. Also back, Sarah Lamfier, Jessica Flores, Carly Whitson, Jessica Esser, all players that have seen significant time in the past. Add with that a talented group of newcomers, and the expectations are high for the Timberwolves to have a breakthrough season in 2015.
Good luck to Coach Pappas and the women's soccer team this weekend. They open up with a pair of non-conference games at Findlay. Friday they'll face Southern Indiana, and then Sunday they're against St. Joe's. Good luck to the team. Also opening up this weekend is the cross-country teams. Coach Jamie Marino is in his 3rd season. Northwood competing at Eastern Michigan this weekend. Let's take a look at how the Coach Marino's teams are looking for 2015.
The Northwood University cross-country teams will be looking to make a big step forward in 2015 under the guidance of 3rd-year head coach Jamie Marino. On the men's side, seniors Sammy Tunani and Michael Todd expected to be key performers, as well as senior Matthew Dipple. Women have a pair of seniors as well, in Chloe Teal and Jenny France. The Timberwolves will open their season coming up this weekend at Eastern Michigan. Should be a great year for the Timberwolves.
Good luck to the cross-country teams this weekend. They will compete at Eastern Michigan to open the season. Coach Marino's in his 3rd year. Team really looks to be improved this year. Should be a great year for Northwood cross-country. Good luck to them. For Northwood University Golf, under Dave Turner, the Timberwolves have higher expectations than they've had in years coming into this season. Both teams expected to be among the best Dave has ever had here at Northwood. The women's team bring back almost everyone and have a talented group of newcomers, as do the men's team. The women's team reached the regional last year, and the men's team certainly appear to be in position to do so this season. Let's take a look at the Northwood University golf teams for the 2015-16 season. Talent, depth, and experience are all over the Northwood University women's golf roster for the 2015-16 season. Northwood returns all but one player from a year ago, and that team reached the NCAA regionals. Northwood led at the top of the lineup by Grace Cannon and Marlies Kleckner-Alt. Both players are now in their third year with the program. Both have been near the top of the lineup the entire time. Northwood also returned solid performers like Monica Gabrielle and Danielle Little, along with a talented group of newcomers. This could be Dave Turner's best team in his long tenure at Northwood. On the men's side, Northwood also looks to be in position to have one of its best seasons in Dave Turner's long tenure at Northwood. Northwood returns its top three performers from a year ago, led by Paul Otsby. Otsby led the team in scoring average at 75.2 a year ago. Matt Garland and Matt Benson were right behind him as well, and both are veteran performers that have been in the lineup their entire time at Northwood. The Timberwolves also bring in a lot of strong, young, new players, led by Corey Roberts, the 2015 Michigan Amateur runner-up. Dave Turner's team looks to be in position for a great year this season. Should be another great year for the golf team, maybe one of their best in a long time. Coach Turner is very excited about both the men's and the women's programs. Have a chance to be as good as they've been possibly ever in program history this year. Good luck to Dave and the team. When you come to the Gerstacker courts, you expect excellence here at Northwood University. The women's tennis team is opening their season under legendary coach Zane Kolstock in his 42nd season. Zane has won a combined 32 GLIAC championships coming into this year. His women's tennis team went to the NCAA round of 16 last year. They have a lot of talent coming back, and they have some great newcomers coming in. Let's take a look at the 2015-16 Northwood University women's tennis team.
For the Northwood women's tennis team, a return to the top of the GLIAC is certainly possible for the 2015-16 season. Head coach Zane Kolstock returns most of his team from a year ago, including top player Alicia Rasheta-Nikova. Also among the lineup is Elisa Rubicek, Anna Anaskina, and Maria Avasienko, as well as Anastasia Kasub. The Timberwolves, who reached the round of the 16 in the NCAA tournament a year ago, should be among the favorites to win the GLIAC championship in 2015-16.
Per usual, it should be another great year at Northwood University women's tennis. Zane Kolstock's team will certainly be one of the contenders to win the GLIAC championship this season. Northwood opens their season Saturday, September 5th against Tiffin right here at the Gerstacker Tennis Center on the campus of Northwood University. In the case of bad weather, the match will be shifted to the Greater Midland Community Tennis Center. Other news and notes from around our school right now, the new GoNorthwood.com has launched. Go check that out when you get a chance. Also, I'm standing in front of the Northwood Hall of Fame. We've announced our new class of athletic Hall of Famers, 6 newcomers coming on in. All that information is at GoNorthwood.com. Of course, this season will be dedicated to the memory of Pat Rietma. Coach Rietma was a great influence on all of us with Northwood Athletics. He made a difference with everyone, and we will make a difference for him. The 2015-16 athletic year is dedicated to you, Coach Rietma. We are going to go mad, and we're going to keep fighting.